Are you new to cryptocurrency? Do you want to know more about XRP? How to buy it? How to store it? And what's all the fuss about? Stay tuned. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm your host, the XRP Agent. And I was talking to two young ladies yesterday, and they was like, what is your take on cryptocurrency? And they just opened up a can of worms. But I was talking to them about XRP and the company Ripple. They didn't know anything about. So this is like a crash course for people that's new in the space that want to know more about XRP, how to buy it, how to store it, and a little bit more about the financial system. This is like a crash course. It won't be too long, but let's get into it. So right now, let's go to my screen where we're at live coin watch. And so this is like where, we can go different places to look at cryptocurrency prices. But I choose, to look at top coins by market cap by live coin watch. Now you have Bitcoin, 7,381. You have Ethereum, and now you have XRP. Oh, but XRP Agent, what is XRP? I'm glad you asked. But first, before I could tell you about XRP, let me tell you about the system that we're using right now. What system is that, you might ask? Well, what system? Well, we're using the Swift system. Let's check this out. All right. So the Swift system, it was first founded in 1973. Now, people believe that Swift transfer money. They don't transfer any money. They're actually a messaging service. I didn't know that, but it's a messaging service. So that's why it's like when you're sending money to Mexico or Europe and it takes 7 to 14 days, you call them up and like, hey, where's my money? I sent this payment like over a week ago. Well, they don't have no actual framework in tracking that money because they're just messaging different banks and providers. I don't know exactly the chain, how it goes, but each person they message, I believe they're getting a piece of the pie. Because sometimes after you send the payment, you'll get stuck with more fees because you don't really know how much you're going to cost until they finally get the payment. How absurd is that? Well, I found this video. It's a short video, and this guy works in a financial institution, and he's going to tell you what is Swift. So I'm just going to show you a quick snippet of it.
Hello, my name is Faisal Khan. I'm a banking and a payment consultant. I'm going to answer this question today. Swift does not transfer money. It's a common misnomer that Swift is somehow a company that transfers money from bank A to bank B, and it's a payment network. Swift is a messaging network. Swift simply passages messages between banks in a very secure manner. Money, in order for it to be moved, is not actually moved. People don't understand how money actually moves. It's a ledger entry. A bank has a ledger, another bank has a ledger, and they agree to do debit and credit, double accounting on them, and money is essentially moved. The role the Swift plays is one of recognition. When a Swift message comes from bank A to bank B to pay out a certain person, bank B will look at it. Yes, it's coming from bank A, a place where we have an account, coming to bank B where we may have a Nostro or a Vostro account, and yes, they will do a debit or a credit and make the payout. Swift does not.
Okay, you heard that. Nostro and Vostro accounts. So basically Swift sends them a message. Once they get the message, it's already a pre-funded account. in whatever currency that country has. And once they get that authorization from SWIFT, then that's when they make the payment. So all around the world, you have Nostro and Vostro accounts, and that's pre-funded accounts. So USA have to send money to Europe, so that way when you send money over there, it's already over there. It is not like, oh, you're sending this money over there. Now, the way I believe XRP works is, I'm going to try to explain this as best I can. Usually when you have animation, it kind of helps. But think of it like you're going to a bank, you give them $500. In this example, we're going to be sending it to Mexico. So give the teller $500. And this is assuming that everybody's on the Ripple net and they're using XRP to transfer funds. So basically, and this happens in a matter of seconds. So you give them the money, they put it in their system. The system, once they say, hey, we're sending it to this bank account in Mexico, in a matter of seconds, the bank will buy XRP, then sell that XRP into Mexican pesos, and that will be deposited into whomever's account in Mexico. And this could be in Europe, Asia, China, anywhere. But this happens instantaneously. So there's no more need of Nostro Vostro accounts. If you don't know what that is, you can Google that and you get that information. But the reason why XRP and the Ripple company is so powerful, in my opinion, is once the world is using this technology, is no more use for the SWIFT system and Nostro Vostro system. That way, it's going to open up a whole lot of liquidity. All that dormant capital is going to be back in circulation. Now, I don't know where it's at, but somebody said if the governments bought so much XRP, and as you saw earlier, it's at 0.22 cents, right? 22 cents. If they bought like 100,000, a million XRP, I don't know what the number is, but once it goes up to $1,000 or $500, depending on how much it is, they could wipe out their debt. And if it goes up to maybe $5,000 XRP token, it can wipe out trillions of dollars in debt. I don't know the numbers. It'll be good. Maybe look up the Working Money channel. He's very good with numbers. But let's go back on the screen. And for everybody out there, I'm not trying to overwhelm you. I'm just trying to give you like the foundation, so that way you kind of understand what I'm about to tell you about XRP. Now, there's a whole lot of stuff on the internet, but I trust this site is from my boy Alex Cobb. He's a young YouTuber, but he was one of the YouTubers that got invited to Swell this year in 2019. He wasn't able to make it, but this is a very good site to get your XRP daily news, if you will. Also, another site to go to is the Ripple YouTube channel. Now you can go to the YouTube channel and check out their YouTube channel. Now, the CEO of Ripple is Brad Garlinghouse. Now, he says, in this day and age, it doesn't make any sense for, let me play this. It doesn't make any sense for somebody to send money and it takes days or weeks for somebody to get money. in this commercial is showing you it's faster to send the money yourself, rent a car, get a plane, travel to you know where, and just give the person the money personally. That's just ridiculous, because how many times have you sent money and it took like 7 to 10, 14 days, and then after a week you're like, hey, well, where's my money? They're like, hey, we don't have no idea. There's no way to track it. But with the XRP Ripple system, it's on the ledger. It's trackable. And as you can see, you can get it at no time at all. So I would suggest you go to the Ripple website and subscribe, click the bell, get their notifications. They do different videos, Ripple drops, and it keeps you up to date and current. Now, as far as Ripple, Swift, when it started, had over 239 banks. Ripple is already doing a pipeline. It's working with different banks, financial institutions, so that way when they flip that switch, or when they transfer from the analog system to the digital system, everything's in place. You dealing with trillions and billions and hundreds of thousands of dollars. You don't want to be messing up people's money. You want to test, and do some more testing. Make sure there's no flaws in the system. And that's one thing's different about the XRP ledger when you're sending money. As of now, there has not been one failed transaction. With the Swift system, I believe it's anywhere from 4 to 12% failure rate. I don't know exactly how accurate those numbers, but Ripple has a 100% success rate, because it's been developed and tested and implemented in such a way where, hey, they worked out the kinks. I don't know exactly how to fine tune it. That'd be something another YouTuber, Sam I Am, he's real good with technical analysis and things like that. All right, so in this article, you can see November 6, 2019, Ripple announces more than 300 customers RippleNet growth. Now, they announced a few companies, but I believe like 150 companies, but 300 companies. Now, you saw when Swift started, it was like 200 and something. Now, Ripple is over 300 customers. Let me read the article a little bit. Ripple, the enterprise blockchain solution for global payments, announces today that the company has surpassed 300 customers. And you can see I'm getting excited. Ripple has also seen 10x year-over-year growth in transactions on the RippleNet, the company global network of banks, financial institutions, and payment providers that sends money globally, instantly, and reliably for fractions of a penny. Fractions of the penny. Just last year at Ripple's annual conference, Swell, that's a yearly conference, they just had it this year, the company announced on-demand liquidity, ODL. Whenever you see the initials ODL, that's on-demand liquidity, which leverages the digital asset XRP as a bridge currency to eliminate the need for pre-funding in cross-border payments. Like I said before, Vostro accounts. And then if you look here, they're working, ODL includes MoneyGram, GoLance, Via Americas, Flash FX. But over here. Boom. This is the XRP ecosystem. I forget which person I got this on Twitter. Maybe on the bottom. It's branded right here. Oh, down there. So look at all the institutions and companies that Ripple's already integrated with, and the price is at 22 cents. You know, if you're going to invest in Ripple, do your own research, but this is like getting in on stock for Google, Amazon, different other companies that's blown up now. You're getting on the ground floor, because also the stock market is getting into cryptocurrency, and I believe those powers that be is holding the crypto price down, so that way they get up all the assets that they can. Excuse me. So they can get all the assets that they can and keep it for themselves. Because when this great wealth transfer takes place, the rich is going to try to keep as much for themselves as possible. This is a once in a lifetime thing. So just study, do your own research. But look, money transfer, MoneyGram, Transfer Go, Santander. You have money transfer systems, you have banks, you have blockchain, R3, Corda, payment providers, AstroPay, BPay. There's rumors that Amazon is in the mix, Apple, all the big companies. You could do like micropayments with Coil, XRP Tipbot. There's different things. Xspring, crypto loans, Coinbase. That's the exchange. Binance. That's the exchange. I have BitTrue. They do different programs where you can store your crypto online and get interest. Every day you get interest, like a couple, like I have a certain currency, VeChain. And so I get about maybe like 5 or 6 VeChain a day. So that adds up. And if you use to the compound effect, man, that could be something. So, and the different wallets, the Ledger, Exodus, Edge, it's just a wealth of information. You have to take your time and just go over it. I'm an enthusiast. There's a lot more people out there that can explain all this good stuff, probably more articulate and better. But let me move to this. Now, this will give you an idea on how fast Ripple is in real time. So let me show you this video right now.
收到了。He's got it. I've got it.
届いた。
来了。
เราได้แล้ว
They got it.
They got it. I got it.
you're going to see more and more commercials going to be saying run on Ripple. I love that commercial. Like, if I'm cashing out on XRP, I use my Coinbase, I sell some XRP, I transfer it to my PayPal account, and then transfer it from my PayPal account to my bank account. You know, the the way I do it, I still have security systems in place, but it takes me less than a minute to transfer money from my Coinbase account. Now, let me see this one. Okay, I'll get back to crypto dad in a minute, but this is a Coinbase account. Now you can sign up, get started. There's different tutorials, but like if I have some cryptocurrency, I sell it on Coinbase, and then I could transfer them funds to my PayPal account, and then my PayPal account, I have that transferred. It shows like my debit card is faster, and it just goes into my bank account, and it's very quick, very fast. I'm like, wow, you try to transfer money to another account, might take 24, 48 hours or whatever. But now with different banks and different organizations integrating with the XRP system, everything is going to start getting quicker and faster. Now, when you're trying to set up your Coinbase account, check my man out, the Crypto Dad. He has different videos. This is one where he shows you how to buy XRP on Coinbase Store on the Ledger Nano S. Now, this is a Ledger Nano S. Now, it looks like a flash drive, but it's actually a system where you go online, you basically, when you buy crypto and you have assets to your keys, that's 24 word passphrase. I'm probably going over your head, but he'll explain it to you. And when you buy crypto, you send it to your ledger. And this is a cold wallet. Cold wallet means it's not connected to the internet. Anything that's connected to the internet is called like a hot wallet. Like, you're going to hear a lot of times where people are going to say, don't store your crypto on the exchanges. If they get hacked, you can lose your crypto. It's very dangerous. So you want to make sure that you learn everything that you can on how to store your crypto on your ledger, and that's the safest way. The bank can't, the government can't just seize your crypto on the ledger. They can seize your bank account, but they can't seize your crypto on your ledger. And once you transfer it to your ledger, it's secure. And even if you lost this, burnt this, or whatever, as long as you have your 24 word key phrase, you're good to go. If I lost this today, I just go to, and that's another thing, there's so many crooks out there. You go to the Ledger website, ledger.com website, and this is the more advanced one, the Ledger Nano X. I would suggest you get the Ledger Nano S. You see it connects to your computer, and then when you finish, you unconnect it, and it lights up once. Let me see if I can show you how it lights up. So that's how it lights up. So you're gonna have to put in your PIN Let me see. And so it looks like that. And then when you want to withdraw your XRP or Bitcoin or whatever, you have to confirm it on the keys. Well, on the buttons. Now, the crypto dad, he's very good at explaining everything in a nice, educational way. He's very good. Let me just click right here.
Crypto Dad here again. And today I'm going to show you how to purchase iPad.
So he shows you all the steps, step by step. He's very very good. You ask him any questions. He'll answer the questions. And he makes things so simple. When I first got into it, I'm kind of techie, but it was kind of like, oh my God, what do I do? Because when you send in like thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars, and it takes a minute, you're biting your teeth, but now everything is more faster. When you send Bitcoin to your wallet, it's going to take a minute because Bitcoin is not an advanced technology, and that's a long story. But everybody, when they hear about cryptocurrency, they always hear Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Maxi say Bitcoin's the best. You don't need anything other than Bitcoin. But if your crypto has a use case, it's going to make it. Right now, it's probably thousands, 1,500. 2,000 cryptocurrencies on the market, but once everything start becoming mainstream, only the cryptocurrencies that actually has a use case is going to survive. Now, I'm in real estate. It's a coin out there called Proppy Coin, and this is going to help the real estate market. It's going to be no more 30 to 45 day escrows. Once everything is on the blockchain, title companies is either going to go out of business or they're going to have to learn how to adapt, because transactions on buying or selling a house will automatically go to a few minutes or maybe an hour, 2 hours at the most. I already know from a couple transactions that Proppy done. You can look that up. They have completed transactions within a couple of hours, and that wasn't even because of their system. It was waiting on the buyer to do whatever was required of them. But in the next few years, we're going through a major transformation in the financial market, and if you're able to invest in the XRP, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just documenting my journey. And if any other XRP YouTubers out there, if I made a mistake along the way, please correct me. I'm still learning, but I'm just giving my information on how I think, everything is going. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, give me a comment below. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow it. But be safe. Don't let nobody fool you. Do not fall for some of these YouTubers that say, hey, you give me 5 XRP, or 50 XRP or 100 XRP, and I'm going to give you 100,000 XRP or Bitcoin or whatever. Once that cryptocurrency leaves your possession, it's almost impossible to return it. Now I had an instance with Coinbase where I was sending money from my ledger, from my ledger wallet to my Coinbase wallet, and I put in the wrong what's that code, what's that code called? Tag. Oh, okay. I put in the wrong tag. I reversed one of the numbers, and it was just messed up. I was like, oh no, after I sent it, because I'm so used to when I send my coins to Coinbase, half second, boom, my balance goes up. But my balance didn't go up. I was like, all right, well, let me wait a minute. It didn't go up. And then after I checked everything, I was like, oh no, the tag, you have to send your address, copy and paste the address, and instead of copying and pasting it, I typed it. Oh man. It took them about 2 days, and they corrected it. But they said, hey, we're not correcting it no more. You make a mistake again, you lose your money. And I've seen people lose their money. And since I messed up, and they give you a warning, double check your information, because if you send it, we're not responsible. There's a good chance you're not going to get it back. But it was a good company. A lot of people have some grievances with Coinbase because of the high fees. This is the easiest platform for me in the U.S. So, hopefully I answered all your questions. And another thing, I'm a real estate agent. I'm a listing agent. But if somebody is thinking about buying property right now, if anything, buy a fourplex. If you can have like buy a fourplex, and one of the fourplexes have 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, or 2 bedroom, 1 bath, whatever you're comfortable with, you and your family, get that duplex. You live in the bigger unit and rent out the 3 units. That way you have money coming in just in case we have a recession. And if the economy tanks, God forbid you lose your job or hours get cut, you still have people, no matter where the economy is going, people have to pay rent. And if you have an investment property, and you have other people paying your mortgage, that's helped you become more financially independent. That's why I have books, tapes. I engulfed myself in Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and how try to make sure that you have multiple forms of income. And that's why I'm always hustling. I'm always doing something. And my side hustle right now, just about all that funds, I try to put in XRP or in my other investments and stuff like that. So I try to do what I do, and I hope this was some help. And I probably went too far, too long, but I hope this was at least able to help somebody. Just be safe. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. And Merry Christmas. God bless you. And, tell your friends about XRP. God bless.